Hello. Yes. Yes, Masha. What? I don't know. Website. I'm open. You can't to see? Hi. I hope you can hear me. Are you there? Are you there? Okay. Today is the also the time of the webcast. I hope you can hear me very clearly. How are you? I hope everything is okay for you. For me, I'm okay. Here's everything is quite fine, and also this time is Shebji Zenkar Rinpoche and Alex Zenkar Rinpoche came to in Dharma City. He blessed and give some transformation, long life empowerment. It is really magnificent. Something happened in Dharma City. I was so happy. It is the benefit in the future for you, and also maybe Rinpoche's blessing in this place in the future. Whoever come to here, whoever uh, beings to put the feet in this place, probably they can to receive something benefit. And therefore I invited and Shebji Rinpoche's, the Alexander Rinpoche, he was very kindly accept. He came and did. Okay, that this kind of news. And also last week I was in Moscow, and the organization's retreat is so fantastic, and everybody organized so amazing. Students want to study really serious, honestly. But in the middle, I couldn't to stay there. I need to go back to Brussels, and because Shebji Zenkar is coming, it's more important, and everybody's because and he's really certainly to come like this. Of course, in for the European perspective, it is not really good because everybody want to organize perfectly and before to preparation, but he's like really his activities like incontrived activities. Our preparations and doing things a little bit contrived, thinks it's not like this. Then I certainly went back to Brussels. And why I'm talking that, I was very happy, everybody like student in Moscow. And the beginning, I want to, whoever to watching today, me, I want to apologize to them. I'm very sorry. And next time I need to go to there more than 2 weeks to spend with them. Do not worry that I will come back and spend together with you, okay? Whoever to watch me, whoever was in the Moscow retreat. Sorry. And then is today our webcast about the conversation. It is, of course, it's continue. We are talking about the Pater Rinpoche's book, which is the hard treasures. And this one is today we are reach verse 31st. I think it's like last time we studied already entered the 30 verse. And here is like more talking about Mantrayana's path. And maybe you know the very well the path of the Buddhas. The path of Buddha, it is the path of the your path. The your path is make perfect your path, and your paths bring you into the state of the liberation. In the Buddha's teaching is not something other things, and Buddha's teaching is not a kind of noble or kind of noble means it's like some how do you say history or kind of mysterious imagination stories. I mean that, okay, not like kind of superior noble. It is superior noble. You know, some histories is like very much mysterious. You don't know it is really happened or not. You don't know really it is the truth or not. And Buddha's teaching is not like this. And Buddha's teachings seriously, honestly talking about your life, your situation, your kind of necessities, you know, necessary things. And in this case, it's very important to study, very important to study, because if you study yourself and you easily to understand yourself, which kind of who you are, which kind of you have position, facility, qualities, and we do not recognize ourselves. Who can to recognize? If we do not recognize our opportunities, levers, everything, and who can to recognize? And therefore, Buddha, he taught 84,000 teachings. Everything is benefit for you. Everything is teaching on you, telling to about your body, what is the body kind of, which kind of body, which kind of varieties do we have of body? There's a body, you know, speech and mind. All the 84,000 is teaching about your body, speech, and mind. And then is why Buddha he is talking about your body, speech, and mind. Because he discovered his body, speech, mind is same as us, same as you. And then his bodies, his verb, his mind is which kind of expecting. You know, his body say, my body is expecting comfortable, happy, more peace, no pain. Same as the verb and the mind. These three doors or three like body, speech, mind is all the times looking for happiness, not a kind of suffering. It is a truth. And then he researched many years which is the benefit, which kind of can help our body, speech, mind. Then he found something inside, and he say, your protector is yourself, your guide is yourself, your Buddha is yourself, and your liberator is yourself. And he discovered that he achieved and through his path, and then he said, I'm now liberated, my body, speech, mind, through that myself. And it is the truth. If we do not care ourselves, if we do not learn ourselves, it is very difficult to follow the big delusion of our appearances. Never ever if we follow the deceptive appearances, we never perceive something happiness. And this is the truth, like this. And then is we can to make the all the 84,000 Buddha, which is the our self path, resuming in make the a short way. There is like two teachings, the teaching of the Sutta perspective and the teaching of Mantrayana's perspective. And also they call the path of the causal path, and also it's like sometimes the resultant path or the causal path. These two insights is included. Then may you think causal path means is like you can make accumulations to recitation, recitations, mantras, and listen, teaching, and to reflecting, and also comprehensively what you receive the teachings. It's like to kind of accumulating a lot of cause. This cause is become the cause of the liberations. For example, if you say to the mani padme hum shu, if you say like this, oh, maybe that mani is become the kind of cause of in the future for some my happiness. And if you meditating 1 or 5 minutes, that meditation is become cause in the future, maybe my result is it, and to enlightenment. And also it's like when we're doing something positive things, and these positive things to purify obscurations, these positives to bring into the positive path, and then these positive things maybe bring the positive result, and that kind of very much causal path, we say causal path. And a little bit the I would to say is the conceptual way and dualistic a little bit way, and difficult to think direct. And therefore, I mean direct means it's like really to think about the crucial essence of the phenomena, or really like to do the something perfect accumulation or something. That is we call the causal path. It means it's like all the path of the Sutta perspective or Sutayanas. That is we call the causal path. And then resultant path. Resultant path is like more Mantrayanas, and is like a little bit more direct, and also easy, and also sharp, and therefore we call the Mantrayanas. For example, why you call the Mantrayanas, mantra recitation or Mantrayanas. Some mantras, if you recite some mantras, the result is sometimes immediately is happened. Like fast, quickly, no need to put effort or effortlessly, something like a result. And therefore, and also it's like don't think about the cause. And if I do like this in the future, maybe I will result like this. You direct to think, direct to practice, direct to drink antidote medicine for the obscurations. and then it's immediately probably we come to accuse or eliminate, or it's eradicate our the obscuration sickness, which is the obscuration of defilement and the cognitive. Oh man, there's we have two kind of obscurations, like not knowing of the self and not knowing of phenomena. That means we do not understand ourselves, we do not understand other like object phenomena. That is like kind of we call the obscurations. It's confusion, ignorance. This one we need to quickly to purify, quickly pacify. You know that. And today is this the verse 31 is more connected to the material resultant path. And then is we will see how it is. I can going to read for you. If read is not very good, can you read again and again yourself? I hope it is very important. If you read again this kind of verse on poetic, it helps you very much your mind. Okay, the verse 31 is goes like this: the mind cannot cope with all the many visualization practice. To meditation on one Sugata is to meditate on them all. Whatever appearances are the form of the great compassionate one. In the realm of the deity's body, apparent yet void, recite the six-syllable mantras. It is really wonderful. We can to say, at the moment, our mind is very much limited, small, narrow, and like this. And in this case, it's difficult to visualize, it's to meditate huge things. Therefore, we say the mind cannot cope with all the many visualization practices and visualizations. But there are many varieties of the visualizations. And here is the visualization. It's a little bit incorrect. Why? Because visualization, it is how do you say, more sutta perspective. We need to here say it's like the creation stage. There are many different varieties of uh, like the creation stage practice. Maybe more is good. For example, why I say that visualization, I can to visualize some different things. I'm really not sure. The visualization is like more general speaking. Here is literally, if you translate it, it is saying it's the creation state. This is like a more direct the meditations, direct path. Why you can to say, and you create something in your heart, mind, or you create yourself something else, and like you create in your mind to think about the different your body, different your speech, different your mind, and that is the kind of creating yourself. Of course, it is a visualization practice. And for example, when you say the creation stage, and in the resultant paths, there is outer path and inner path. And the resultant path, the outer path, it is very important. There's true things. Which kind of true things? What do you think? It's guessed. Are you listening to me or not? If you do not listen to me, maybe I want to say bye-bye. Oh, yes, it's okay. Now you are listening to me. Okay. There's true, it's a very important path. The creation stage path and the dissolution stage path. This true path is in the resultant path, the path of the Mantrayana. It is very important, the creation stage, a path. Creation stage. Creation is create something in your mind about your body, speech, mind, or even your where you stay, where you live, our environment, whoever be with you, that is the inner beings, and also you included yourself. How you can to meditate on that, how you visualize to them. Then they are like gradually or by stage by stage. There are some, it's like you need to create. And that therefore we say is like the creation stage. So stage, stage by stage. And maybe you can to say it's like okay, and first you visualize completely empty nature. Certainly from the empty natures something appear automatically, spontaneously. Something appears, maybe later on or later or something. It doesn't matter, atom, particles, something appears. That one is become the cause of the body, speech, mind, or universal or inner beings, whatever existing appearances. And this is the cause, or the source, or the from the space or empty natures. They naturally appears. And this whatever appear, we can do say what is it has a cause or source. Yes, it is space, emptiness. And then this one is to transform into something else, maybe very wonderful things. And maybe it's like ourself, maybe it's like first it's an empty state, and from that something appears. Whatever appear, maybe our body, speech, mind, and then what is appears, magnificent appears, perfect body, perfect mind, perfect speech. And that is like kind of, we can to say that deities, or it's like superior being, or enlightened. And that you need to visualize or to create in your mind. And you can to say after environment, it is the completely pure, or it's like excellent. Normally we say the pure landscape. And all the inner sentient beings are like Daka and Dakinis, Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, or something is extraordinary. Between or in yourself, is you do not need to consider like I'm an ordinary person, I'm bad, I'm like this. Never ever to think. If you really follow the resultant path, okay, resultant path, or path of the Mantrayana path, okay, and never to think about yourself is like bad things, because your body, speech, mind, it has Buddha nature, true nature. And this nature permeated your body, speech, mind. Nothing kind of excluded. Everything is included. You should to meditate that. It's very important. Why maybe you say why I need to that kind of visualization. You order to me that this is like application. How I can to practice this. Not at all. Whatever we have appearances, good or bad, it is our kind of habitual pattern. Do you understand habitual pattern? If you do, then you need to habitual pattern. You need to change your habitual patterns, projecting your appearances. If your habitual patterns would become nice, good, pure, and your appearances become the pure land, excellent, magnificent things happen. And then it's like you are in the pure land. In the Buddhist perspective, Pure Land is we don't accept, we don't believe realities. Pure Land is nobody's created. Pure Land is come from our patterns, okay, habitual tendencies. And our habitual patterns or tendencies projecting some very nice appearances, and that is the Pure Land. You know, it is, for example, if I think about this glass of the water, I perceive this one water, tea, but some others habitual, according to the habitual patterns, maybe this water is not water. Maybe this water is fire, earth, rock, and completely different because of they according to their own habitual tendencies. Now, therefore, you need to habitual tendencies need to change. This, the creation stage, it's while in the relatively, it is very important to visualize. You know, visualize is pure perception, pure to think. Maybe may you think, wow, there disaster things happen. May war and natural disasters, people fighting, argue, killing, and myself as I have a lot of disturbing emotions. Wow, horrible. Yes, but horrible things it has sent nature or mind. Maybe horrible is not beyond the nature of the realities. If you do not think about everything is bad, then everything's become bad. Sorry. If you consider slowly to change everything is good, slowly become a good. Therefore, saying good, visualize good things, do good things, and say good things, act good things, slowly coming good things. Therefore, very important creation stage. Of course, there are many varieties creation stage or the visualization practice. That is very difficult our minds to keep everything. But there is some method, he said, to meditate on one Sugata. Sugata means is like one perfect being. Then we need to find some perfect one being. Which one? Do you have any ideas? You know, it doesn't matter. It is not like kind of Lama or not like kind of deity or mysterious God or nothing. Maybe you need to take example. For example, which one do you like? Which one do you think, which one is pure, marvelous, noble? That you need to take example. Sugata is, for the Buddhist perspective, Sugatas are so perfect. Why? According to the wisdoms, they realize their own nature of mind. According to their compassions, they totally concerning other sentient beings. And according to their compassions, never ever hurt any other sentient beings. According to their compassions, their activities flourish, pure, helpful, very much beneficial. Do you understand? Then, in the Buddhist perspective, that they take example. If I, we think about the Avalokiteshvara, you know, Avalokiteshvara. Yes, Avalokiteshvara, he practiced wisdom, compassion, he changed the habitual patterns, and how he came to change. He realized that the other sentient beings, what they need, their sufferings. He concentratedly is think that he realized that his own true nature, he's the perfect. And then I'm Sugata of the Avalokiteshvara. Oh, I want to become like this. Even I'm saying right now, it's urgent, right in this moment. I am Sugata of the Avalokiteshvara. Yes, I am. Oh, really? Yes, I am. Then it's disturbing emotion, something bad things happen. I say myself, I cannot do it because I'm Avalokiteshvara. How I can to do it? I'm imitating Avalokiteshvara. I want to become Avalokiteshvara. I want to practice what Avalokiteshvara practice. I want to become same as Avalokiteshvara. I don't say I will want to become Avalok. No, immediately right now I am Avalokiteshvaras. And then you can to say yourself, are you really? Yes, your nature, true nature mind is Sugata, it is Avalokiteshvara. Then you meditate on that, and then slowly changing process there. Therefore, Sugata is to meditate on them. All means if you single example beings, for example, Avalokiteshvara, that in Sanskrit you can call the Sugata. Means it's like this means to take the happy, peace, excellent path. Through this excellent peace, marvelous path, they achieved beyond any kind of suffering. And therefore they are like gone beyond the excellent statement. Therefore we call the Sugata. And then it's you need to meditate. It's a really benefit. I want to demonstrate to you. And someone says like, oh, exaggerating how I can to meditate on deity. I'm not deity. You are deity. I'm very sorry. If you putting down yourself bad, and then you are not deity, you are ghost. Because you made yourself ghost. You say, I'm bad, I'm not very good. Then it's you putting down yourself. We cannot do it. You need to get the self-confidence. I am deity. I am Buddha right now. And also outsiders considering, oh, this is bad, that is bad, or this is awful. Then this influences are coming, and then is everything change in your patterns, habit you forming, implanting you really bad things, and then your patterns become not fantastic. And therefore it is a very benefit you also yourself to meditate on good things. For example, if you want to become perfect doctor, and then it's like once you studied, and maybe it's like actually maybe you need to do good doctor's jobs. That moment you need to self-confidence. If you have knowledge and say, yes, now I want to. But even if you knowledge, you haven't got self-confidence, you cannot do nothing. And therefore, in yourself to visualize as the Sugata and meditate on that, then you meditate all any kind of deities. Because in your perspective, I'm not talking about others, you're in the perspective of your own appearance are not different than yourself. Like same as the dreams. When I be in the dreams, I have such appearances out of environment, in the sentient beings. They are everywhere. Is so such and such. And in this case, it is like if I meditate myself and deities, then I can permeate it, permeate. All my appearances, it's permeated. The source is like whatever becomes, and then it's become like a light, And small there's light, through this the whole of the light is coming. Maybe we can to say it's like blue, white, or some yellow, any kind of light coming. Then this light is project huge, a lot. And then, but this light is coming outside, and the source light is what it is: yellow or white or red or green. Whatever this in the source, in the router side, is a color, and then coming out exactly like this. Like this, if we have some pattern inside, this pattern light is projecting to the outside, then it's good or bad. Whatever we have appearances completely depends on this project mind habitual patterns. And like this, and then it's like if we visualize ourselves, if we really to visualize a single Sugata of the Avalokiteshvara, we are meditating on all of them, other deities. Whatever appears, form, like a beautiful appearance, form, or whatever appearances are the form of the form, form, nice form, ugly form, form of the environment, form of the inner beings, and lake, mountain, forest, cloud, any kind of forms appears front of the you should to meditate the great compassionate one, which is the Sugata of Avalokiteshvara. Everything, whatever you see through your eyes, about the forms, all the form included your body itself. It is great compassionate one, Avalokiteshvara. And then it's in the realm of the deity's body, apparent yet void, recite the six-syllable mantras. In the realm, uh, uh, and also in that realm, you visualize all the forms as the great compassionate one, which is the Avalokiteshvara. And whatever body or forms existence, this is the deity's body, which is the great compassionate ones. Great compassionate. This Avalokiteshvara is a great compassion beings, extraordinary. So this is like kind of examples. Of course, and temporarily we are imitating. We say I'm like this, but later you don't need to imitate like this kind. Then you visualize yourself, your deity, self deity, and that is become like yourself. And at the moment we need two examples, or I want like temporary maybe on Avalokiteshvara. I am Avalokiteshvara. I need to visualize it. Whatever appearances, the forms are the great compassionate ones, and that realm of the deity's body apparent, that this whatever forms it is yet void, apparent yet void, apparent yet void, apparent yet void, apparent yet emptiness, apparent yet void. That is very important. Why? When you visualize yourself as the Avalokiteshvara, or all the any forms, when you visualize the Avalokiteshvara, you should consider it as appearances forms, but it is empty appearances. Necessary. For example, we just don't, how do you say, enhance by the voidness, emptiness, whatever appearances of forms. Then again our mind is to holding or considering wrong way. Yes, the appearance is not a void. It is really truly existent. Then we easily our mind fall into the eternalism, something existence. That is not very good. It's not truth. And also only to practice the avoidness, emptiness. That is not truth. Which is Buddha, he said, forms empty, empty forms. Like this apparent yet void, apparent yet void, faint but void. Then through these visualizations, recite the six-syllable mantra. It is very important. And this is about the deity's bodies. And then the next one, it is the 32. It goes like this. The recitation, sadhana, and powerful spells are just complications. The all-inclusive six-syllable mantra is the very sound of the Dharma. All sounds have never been other than the speech of sublime Shenrenzi. Recognize them as matter, resounding yet void. Recite six-syllable mantras. That is the speech, the first speech and the voice. Generally, also, as I said, voice. It is the voice of the Dharma. voice comes from the true nature, the voice which is the true nature's voice. It is, and there are many powerful mantras, sadhana, recitations, and all of them are like kind of a liberated, maybe a little bit just complications, maybe so many different. Maybe we need to practice single and resuming and representative of others' matters. And that we need it, It says the all-inclusive six-syllable mantras, inclusive, inclusive, all-inclusive six mantras, inclusive. Everything is inside. Everything is inside. And this mantra, if you recite the six-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum Sha, Om Mani Padme Hum Sha, it's very easy. You can just say Om Mani Padme Hum Sha, Om Ma Ne Ped Nen Hum Sha. Wow, wonderful. These six syllable mantras, or you can to say the seven syllable mantras. There are normally seven mantras, because if you Mani Padme Hum Sha added, Sha is the heart representative of the Avalokiteshvara. Many great masters say you say Om Mani Padme Hum Sha, Om Mani Padme Hum Sha. You should to say that. Do not miss the last, the word which is the Sha, Sha. And this insight really is inclusive others, because this mantra is the mantra of all Buddhas, past, present, futures. This mantra is the mantra for all the deities. It is the representative of all the mantras. And then is this mantra, if we can to recite it and say what I'm saying, think it is the sound of the Dharma, sound of the Avalokiteshvara sound. It is a pure excellence. And if we do like this, easily to stop to the like a kind of nonsense things and dirty kind of coming out from the mouth thing, make the lot of negative deep things. And like this, to consider whatever sound you making or others are making, sound of the water, sound of the fire, sound of the earth, sound of the earthquake, sound of any five elements, whatever sound is you received through your ear, you consider it, that is the sound of the Dharma. And all sound have never been other than the speech of the sublime hearings. Yes, that is really is like whatever sound, birds sound, animals sound, cow sound, aeroplane sound, all the sound is not other than the voice of, or the speech of the Avalokiteshvara, the sublime hearings, Avalokiteshvara. And then that is, we need to recognize them as the matters, the matter of the sublime hearings. And this the matter of the speech of the Avalokiteshvaras. And Avalokiteshvaras, whatever making the sound, it is the Dharma, it is the sound of the true nature. And therefore we are saying, as he said, a resounding yet void. Sound is clearly, sound is make sense, sound is really is like marvelous, but sound is the void, resounding yet void. When you listen to sound, at that time sound is existence, not at all. The sound is a void. You say sound yet void. Sound is that, but a voidness, emptiness. Like this kind of them. Otherwise, we think oh, sound is existence, something like that. Through that kind of the statement, it's very important to recite the six-syllable mantras. And then next verse, and how to say, it's like Mashashi says, we need to study, but I'm really not sure But anyway, it is the like kind of talking about the mind. And already we studied this body speech. Now we should to study normally it about bodies. Okay, if you want, if you are not sleeping, I can read this the verse 33. It's verse 33 is goes very nice. It's okay. As though the thoughts and the true obscuration are pacified. Uh, Experience and realization increase as your perceptions come under control. Enemies and obstructing influence are subjugated. It is the Chinese who bestow in this very life the supreme and common studies as the four activities are accomplished by themselves. Recite the six-syllable mantras. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. There's talking about wonderful things. And if, as those and the true obscuration are pacified, if we pacified the true obscurations are, and then what happened? And then experience and realization automatically increase. Therefore, it is very important to pacify the true obscurations. True obscuration of the defilement, obscuration of the cognitives. I already told you this is like the not knowing of the self, not knowing of the phenomena others. And through this true ignorance, then we accumulate these true obscurations. These obscurations are obscure to make the problems our body, speech, mind us in order to recognize our own individual body, speech, mind us. And therefore, this, how do you say, important to pacify the true obscurations. Then experience inner realization, your body, speech, mind is, or environment, inner beings, yourself, and which is the pure perceptions, more understand what is reality inside. Therefore, the visualization or realizations increase as your perceptions come under the control. That is the true crucial point. When we practice Buddha's teachings, that means we need to control our own perceptions. And if we are under control our own mind, then we can control under the appearances. If we can control under control appearances, our minds, then what is the happened? And because then it's the enemy and the obstructing influence are the subjugated. If we, how do you say, under control our mind, under control about our mind appearances, then there are nothing existence, any kind of enemy, outer, inner, sentient beings. And therefore, it's very important to make increase of the visualizations and to make the diminish, which is the obscurations. if the obscurations diminish, and then the sun of our true nature is coming out. Therefore, they said, and also to subjugate the influence, like kind of sickness, any other some uncomfortable things. And then it's like if true like this, if we can recite it, it is the Hyenesi who bestowed in this very life the supreme and common citizen. And if we practice the Avalokiteshvaras, mantras, and the prayers, visualize, and then it's like really, it's like to connect to them, it's we can really receive some supreme and kind of like siddhis. Siddhis means it's like we can to receive a lot of benefit, and that is like a common. Maybe it's like a kind of clairvoyance. Some many is in the common. Of course, uncommonly through that we can to easily to be enlightenment. Therefore, we call the supreme siddhi and common siddhis, as the four activities are accomplished by themselves. Recite the six-syllable mantras. And through if we do like this, then there's four activities automatically accomplished and themselves. You know, there's four activities, and peaceful activities, and increase activities, and also like kind of under controls of the activities, and then it's like wrathful activities. That kind of four activities automatically accomplished. If this kind of this four activities, if we can control, if we can to the accomplish it into really is the truth way, and then these activities are become enlightened activities, then it's like if we meditate on this Avalokiteshvaras and Buddhist speech minders, and then it's four activities naturally occurring automatically, and therefore through these meditations to recite the six-syllable mantras. And now here is the crucial point. These three sentences of verse, three verse demonstrating how you can to visualize yourself as the Buddhist speech mind of the Sugatas. Means the supreme beings or realization beings and the enlightened beings. And now if you practice single body and you practice all the Buddha and Bodhisattvas, if you practice single voice, which is the sixth mantra, and you are practicing or reciting all the mantra of the everything, if you visualize yourself as the Avalokiteshvaras, you know, and then like through that you can to pacify automatically up to obscurations, and then there are and they experience automatically the how do you say visualization is naturally occurring, and then through that, and we really kind of subjugated or all our obstacle influence, whatever there is make problem, you can easily to subjugate it. And then it's like we can to say through that it's become the everything same as the one Avalokiteshvaras. Avalokiteshvaras, normally whoever connects to the Avalokiteshvaras easily to result, easily to become the like enlightened. Therefore it's mentioned, and through this we can to receive the former like supreme siddhi and the common siddhi, as the four activities automatically like completed themselves. Then recite the syllable mantras. I'm really sleeping. I'm very sorry today, and also talking about a little bit further more. Yes, I need to talk, but I'm very much sleeping and very sorry. Probably we need to stop here. Why I say because too much chat, too much conversation, maybe people automatically fed up. They don't will listen. All half of you are sleepy. You are not really listening to me. Then it's better to stop. If you have some questions, you put me right now through the organization or the webmasters or that, and then I will check right now. If you haven't got any, and then probably I will to stop. Do you have any questions? Uh, One question. When we practice pure perceptions, should we perceive everything as a pure, included ourselves? Because it is not difficult to perceive other as Daka and Dakinis, and everything a pure object. Yeah, I'm reading to you, okay? Everything is a pure object, but much more difficult to think such thing about my own mind, as it is me who investigate my mind. That is the why I know how much it is confused. Of course, and you give education your mind, you sure you become that great. Before even you can't read, write, you can't cook yourself, but you give education, you become good reader, good writer, and a good understander, and a good cook. And this is a development. Or you want to just to cook, say, my mind is horrible. No, let me show you all the time. No, to raising your mind, to get up your mind, to say I'm Avalokiteshvara, to direct, to think pure, and to like this, that is like, it's changing process inside. For example, when we want to do something, if you begin to say, I'm weak, I cannot do it. Wow, I cannot do that, then you cannot do it. Maybe if you say immediately to say, yes, I can do, I will do, I want to do, so you can to make admired, add like kind of interest to give you a little bit, give power, strength, interest, then you can do it. Like therefore, you should to consider yourself as something dirty things. Okay, then other, what do you have? No more questions, they said. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, then there is no more questions. And Masha, she said, no more questions. And okay. And okay, I'm happy. I'm a little bit tired now. It's sorry to, how do you say, to short. Of course, it is. I need to a little more longer. Baby, can you read these three sentences again and again? If you love me, if you love yourself, you memorize these three words. It give you such benefit. Okay, la? And have a nice weekend. And I'm thinking all of you, and I'm very bad your family, but I'm all the time considering think about you, how you become great, how you become successful in your life. Okay, have a nice weekend. I'm very happy to talk with you. This stupid boy is going to sleep doing funny things.